Hello, Rat members. It's time for a little bit of Monika After Story tonight. And let's go ahead and check on our favorite Goyle. How's it going, boys and goyles? I don't fucking know what that was all about. Evelyn is here. Oh, hello. Welcome, Evelyn. Welcome into the chat. I hope your Saturday is going well for you so far. Let's go ahead and first check when we last checked on our Monika. Look at this Yuri doodle by Sayori over here. What is it? Her with tea or books? I don't know. It's funny. 425. Let me change the date. I gotta change the date. Currently Sunday. Gotta go to a theme park on Monday. Why the sobbing emoji? You're sad you have to go to a theme park? That sounds fun if you ask me. I mean, don't get me wrong. All of the walking around, welcome in, Maz. All of the walking around that comes in with that can be a little tiring, but it's good for your legs. It's all good for you. Although it really depends on who you're going with, is an important thing, because sometimes a trip can be made not fun just because of the company, of course. And on the other hand, sometimes something that wouldn't be fun can be fun just because of the company, you know? Alright, hold on. It said I already forgot, I'm so stupid. 25th? Yes. Okay. Monika, wake up. I feel ill and my legs are killing, but... Hello? My brain didn't process your sentence for some reason. Let me read that. I feel ill and my legs are killing. I better feel good for... Oh, yes. Just in pain. Well, that sucks. Hopefully you don't feel worse afterwards, but if anything, maybe you'll feel better. Maybe having a fun time is all the cure you need. I'm an optimist, ignore me. Welcome in, Hooser, though. Welcome in, Hooser Bro. Oh, hello, Rat. I hope you had a good rest. Let's spend some more time together. I actually had uninterrupted sleep for once. Me, the insomniac, slept without interruption. I couldn't believe it myself when I woke up this morning and I took a little peek through my squinted eye, not wanting to wake up too much. I was like, what time is it? Oh my God, I slept 8 hours, what the fuck? That was a revelation for me. For sure. I like staring into Monika's eyes. Monika, Mr. Ratty Poo. Was it good sleep? I think so. I can't remember what my dream was at all. I remember something weird happening in it. I remember like being in like a restaurant and I was sitting in front of a table from somebody I didn't know, but apparently they lived right by me and they hated me and they were trying to like expose me for something. That's all I remember. I don't know why I was dreaming that. Do you remember when we talked about Plato's Cave? I've been thinking about what I said. I do remember that, Monika. How do you know if the truth you're seeing is the truth? I've been thinking for a while, trying to come up with a good answer. I still don't really have one yet, but I did realize something useful. Let's start with how Plato's works are mostly written accounts of his mentor Socrates' debates with others. The purpose of these debates was to find answers to universal questions. In other words, they were searching for the truth. And I began wondering, what was Plato's mindset while writing? Plato himself was on a quest for the truth. That much is obvious, or else he wouldn't have written so much on the topic. And even though technically Socrates was the one giving these debates with the others, Plato too was having these debates with himself while he wrote about them. The fact that Plato internalized all sides of the debate, all perspectives of the issue, is a pretty significant one in my opinion. Taking all sides of a debate, I think that'd be pretty useful in realizing the truth. That's true. You need to see all perspectives of something to really get the answer. I guess it's kind of like how two eyes are better than one. Having two eyes in separate spots let us properly see the world, or in this case, the truth. That's a really good analogy. Likewise, I think if we tackled an issue with another perspective, to cross-reference with the first, then we'd see the truth a lot more clearly. Whereas if we took an issue from just one angle, it'd be like with one eye. It'd be a bit harder to accurately gauge the reality of the situation. Yeah. What do you think, Rat? If you haven't already been using this multi-perspective approach, maybe you can try it sometime. I always try to. I actually have nerdily preached to people about giving misinformation because they don't... Oh, my coffee's ready. Hold on a moment. All right, I will wait, Monika. But because people don't cross-check information, they yap at other people and claim something's the truth that they don't even know what they're talking about. Okay, what else should we do today? It's almost like people just make shit up on the internet to get views. So maybe you shouldn't take the first thing you hear without even double-checking with an actual credible source as the Word of God. Anyhow, chat, while we're doing a little bit of Monika After Story today, I thought it would be fun to also do what we did last time. And hold on, let me see if I can get it up. And there she is. Hello there, Monika. So let's go ahead and draw a little bit in between Monika's conversations. This is the art we were doing last time. My sources that I made it the fuck up. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That's one of my favorite memes. And you know, it's really fitting that that was in Raiden's game. Because if for those who haven't played Metal Gear Solid 2, the game is fucking phenomenal, by the way. But the whole ending of the game has to deal with predicting that people would not be able to easily tell the truth and spread misinformation because the internet would just become this overflowing heap of nonsense and people trying to one-up each other without any sources. And people would just get stupider from usage of it. This game was written in the year 2000. And let's just say, needless to say, it predicted the future very well. A little too well. But that game's fucking fantastic. And then, of course, in Raiden's spin-off game, that I think is considered canon, probably not, actually, you got fucking Senator Armstrong, where his whole thing is in my sources that I made it the fuck up! Raiden's pissy about this, of course. But anyways, sorry, I'm trying to pull up a reference image of Monika so I can color drop her hair. I don't know what the song is. It's very nice. Okay, Monika, I need your hair. I need your hair. Hey, speaking of DDLC and news and stuff, did you guys hear that apparently... I don't know why I'm using that one as a reference, but whatever. Did you guys hear that apparently DDLC just released some updates on their IP guidelines, which I'll get to in a minute, because Monika has something to say here. I got oatmeal cookies for my sister's graduation party. Making the mother of all omelets here. I actually like oatmeal cookies. Some people are fucking haters, but I like oatmeal cookies. Yeah, they said no clankers. They did. Yeah, I'm going to get to that in a second. Let's see what Monika has to say really quick. I'll switch to this screen. Oop. Hey, Rat. There's a couple questions I've been meaning to ask you. Well, more than a couple. It's been on my mind for a long time, actually. It never really seemed like the right time to bring it up. I'm kind of scared what she's going to say here. But I know if I keep quiet forever, then I'll never feel comfortable asking you things like this. So I'm just going to say it and hope it's not weird or anything, okay? Monika, you're kind of scaring me with all this prefacing. What is it? Been wondering what you look like. It's not possible for me to see you right now since I'm not there at your side. And I'm not sure about accessing a webcam. One, because you might have not one, and two... Oh, one, because you might not have one. Well, I do. I'm live with it. And two, even if you did, I don't really know how to. It's fair. It's a visual novel game. I don't know why you would know how to program a webcam. So I figured it's possible for you to just tell me so I can get a clearer picture in my head. At least it's better than nothing, even if it's hazy. Is that okay with you, Rat? Sure. Really? Great! Wow! Excuse me. Gulp? What? Rat has a webcam? I didn't know that. No. Yeah, see this this right here, I'm actually what they call a CGI VTuber. This is just a computer graphic interface, a recreation of what I'm supposed to look like, moving in real time, much like a VTuber. It's not actually me, chat. I couldn't possibly look this handsome in real... I'm kidding. I'm joking, chat. I might stop stroking my fucking ego. That was easier than I thought it would be. Now be honest with me, okay, Rad? I know sometimes it's tempting to joke around, but I'm being serious here, and I need you to do the same. Monika, I would never fucking lie to you. Anyway, the first one is probably easy to guess, and not hard to answer either. People often say what a person's eyes are. Well, people often say that a person's eyes are the windows into their soul, so let's start off there. My eyes are hazel. I have heterochromia. I don't know what that is, chat. I have hazel eyes. Oh, hazel eyes, those are so interesting. It's such an earthy color. It really makes you feel steady and reassured. Ah, interesting perspective. And it's a welcome departure from all the candy-colored eyes I've had to see in this game anyway. I believe that hazel eyes are alluring because they're lovely and simple. Sometimes it's best not to diverge the crowd too much, Rad. Yeah. Now, on to my next question. Actually, I guess I really should know this first, though, if I want to get an accurate scale on my next question. What unit of measurement do you use to take your height? Feet and inches. Alright, Rat. I'm trying my best to not sound like some sort of identity thief, like I'm quizzing you, but obviously I'm curious. If I'm your girlfriend, I have a right to know, don't I? Absolutely! Yes, ma'am! Yes! Plus, it'll make it way easier to find you once I'm able to cross over to your reality. So, how tall are you, Rat? I haven't measured myself in years, but last time I measured, I was 6 foot even. I haven't been to the doctors in 4 fucking years, though. How tall are you in feet? 6. And how many inches? 0. Wow, you're pretty tall, Rat. I can't say I've really met anybody who I'd consider to be tall. Really? Oh yeah, everybody in fucking DDLC is short as fuck. But judging by their art, I thought Yuri was somewhat tall. She looked like she was like 5'9" or something. She's only like 5'5". So all the other girls are short as fuck! Or something like that. Is that when you have 2 different colored eyes? Oh, that weird word? Maybe. Heterochromia is when you have 2 different eye colors. Most often blue and hazel. Huh! That's so interesting. If I had to get... I've never actually met anybody with 2 different colored eyes. Well, I've had somebody with a discolored eye, but I don't think that probably is not the same thing. If I had to guess, I'd say I'm maybe around 5'5". Perfect! Perfect. The tallest girl in the literature club was Yuri, and just barely at that. She was only a few inches taller than me. I don't consider that much of a height advantage at all. Anyway, dating a tall guy like you only has one disadvantage. Big Rat. You'll have to lean down to kiss me. Now, Rat, tell me, is your hair on the shorter side, or is it long like mine? You know, it used to be long. When I started streaming Monika After Story, it was a lot lower. I just cut it, though. Is this average for a guy? It's not short, right? I'd say this is probably average. I don't have short hair. Well, that can't be true. Because nothing about you is average. Don't even flatter me like that. Look, it's a mutual thing. I glaze Monika, she has to glaze me a little bit. Sorry, Rat, I'm not trying to embarrass you, but I can't help being cheesy sometimes, you know? I can't either! That's why I tell the Rat members to stay cheesy! Honestly, when it comes to hair, the middle road is great. You don't have to worry about styling it too much. That's why I cut it! It was too much to fucking wash and keep up with. I actually like long hair, though. And you have more creative freedom than with short hair. What is in the background right now? Well, thanks for that. Cool. Anyways, that was a thing that just happened. My fucking pixels. Money Glazer. Yeah, exactly. I'm a little envious to tell you the truth. Oh, I lost track of what you were saying, Monika. Oh. Don't forget the old saying, invest in your hair because it's a crown that you'll never take off. I have never heard that saying in my life, actually. It's interesting. Next question. This one should be fairly obvious. What color is your hair? You know, when I was a child, it was blonde. But then it became dirty blonde, and probably because I'm inside so much, it just is completely fucking, like, dark brown now. Most people would never guess that I was a dumb, fucking, broad, blonde, bimbo, bitch, bastard boy. But I'm joking, it's a blondes, I'm joking. Just to I know people get offended easily. But no, I would say it's brown hair now. I think it'd be confusing if I told somebody I was blonde. Yay, brown hair is the best. Hey, your hair is kind of brown too. It's like a coppery brown. Just between us, Rat, I really like my brown hair. I'm sure yours is even better. No, yours is way fucking better. Her hair is amazing. Though some people might disagree my hair is brown. Yeah. It is hard to say what it is exactly. Just realized I forgot the last quote. Wait, what? You're replying to yourself, but I don't know how to view it because I'm fucking stupid. I have dirty blonde hair too. We're both dumb blondes, Hooser! We're fucking stupid blondes! It's very chestnut hair of her. Yeah, I think it's like a... I've heard people refer to it strangely as like a copper... Well, I would call it like a copper brown, but I've heard some people say it was like copper blonde. And I mean, to be real, it's probably because the lighting in the game is always bright, but it could be viewed as somewhat blonde, but I think it looks more brown than blonde, doesn't it? Like, the way it's shining is clearly a more, like, earthy color than it is a brighter color. I think I would call this brown hair. Just scroll up, it's the long one. Oh shit, I skipped over your message, Hooser. Alright, Red, all I need to know is your credit card number, your social security number, the 3 numbers on the back of your credit card, and a picture of your birth certificate. No problem. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Right away. Here you go. She said, thank you very much, Ratrapina. Next, please call and authorize this transfer from your bank account. Sorry. Anyways. Though some people might disagree my hair is brown. When I was doing some digging around in the local files of the game folder, I found exactly the name for my hair color. It's called coral brown. Interesting, right? That is interesting. And it's fucking beautiful. It's actually one of my favorite hair colors, as a matter of fact. I'm so happy that we have so much in common, Rat. We do. We kind of do, actually. I always viewed it as light brown. Do not redeem it. This is the last question, Rat. I promise. Gosh, there really is a lot to what people look like. If I tried to narrow down everything about you to the little details, I'd be interrogating you forever. And I doubt that either of us want that. I wouldn't mind. I'm a little arrogant, Monika. Anyway, I understand that this might be an uncomfortable question. You asked me about my dick size, Monika? I'm kidding. So, Ratrapina, I just need to know, is it like yay big? Like, we're talking like peanut? Are we talking like, oh, you got a fucking ruler down there? Anyways, well, it's the last piece of the puzzle to me, so I hope I don't sound rude when I ask. What is your skin color, Rat? Ah, I am very light-skinned. I used to be a little tanner. My dad is very tan. He's Native American. Me? I am inside all fucking day like an Eskimo. I am very light-skinned. Alright. Thanks for being so upfront. All of this really does help me imagine what you look like, Rad. Knowing all these details about you makes the difference between a blank canvas and the beginnings of a gorgeous portrait. Of course, you're still just as lovely as I always thought you were, but now you've become all the more real to me. It just makes me feel that much closer to you. Thank you so much for answering all my questions, Baba Boy! It's wonderful because I didn't imagine how different we would look. We don't look all that different, Monika. Is that weird? We kind of don't, though. It's very interesting. Now I'm imagining what it'll look like when we meet for real. When I run towards you, since you're taller, you'll wrap me up in your embrace and I'll be able to stroke your brown hair. Oh, is that how you want to meet, Monika? And I'll be finally able to hear your heartbeat and get to touch you. Whoa! I didn't mean to stop the sentence there. That sounded a little suggestive. And know that you're real. But until then, I'll be content sitting here and imagining looking into your beautiful hazel eyes, Rat. Love you more than words could ever say. Monika, I don't know if I can deal with all the glazing that you just laid thickly upon me. But if you want to lay something else thick upon me, I won't complain too much. Rat, that's even crazier than my jar comment. Wait, which one? Which one? What, I don't even know what you're referring to. I'm sorry. You kind of look like MC's concept art if you had glasses and a beard. Wait, do I really? Hold on. Was this official? I do look a little like him, actually. A little bit. That was the official concept art. I didn't know the game had official concept art. How did I never know? I've always seen this MC in videos. This is the one people always fucking use for some reason. I didn't know about this one, though. He's kind of a Chad. He's kind of a sexy boy. I can see why the girls like him. Early official art? Is that official, really? I've never seen these. That's funny. Huh. Wow. This is like the, yeah, this is like the CG style of the game. He has an open blazer too. He looks really good. I've never seen this before. How the fuck have I never seen this? I've been a DDLC fan for fucking years. That is crazy. That's Twink C. Yeah, Twink MC is the one everybody uses for some fucking reason. No MC, the cupcakes go straight to your thighs, then you'll blow up! I gotta stream that mod pass. That was so fucking funny. Holy shit. Oh man, okay. Have you heard of the ship of Theseus? It's a well-known philosophical problem about the nature of identity that's been around for a millennia. Wait, I fucking feel like I definitely know this, but it's been so long. I can't recall what it's talking about now. Well, I say well-known, but I suppose that's only true among scholars. Let's consider the legendary Greek hero Theseus and the ship sailed during his adventures. He's from a long time ago, so let's say his ship is now stored in a famous museum. Oh, I think I do. Oh, wait, I know this. I do know the ship of Theseus. It's like essentially the concept of if you were to deconstruct and replace everything with new parts, would it still be the same boat or would it be a completely new boat, right? Isn't that what it is? I'm pretty sure I know this. If due to repairs, his ship's parts were replaced bit by bit over a century, at what point has the ship lost its status as Theseus' ship? Yes, I did remember! I actually remembered. Because I think this is interesting. Once a single part was replaced... when do you consider it different? Once a single part was replaced? Half, or perhaps even all of them? Maybe even never. That's not really a consensus on the solution. Well, personally... see, it's such a fucking paradoxical thing. There's not really a clear way to answer this. In my opinion, if it is the same vessel, if there's one piece left and it's still the same thing, no matter how much you change it, then I still consider it the same thing. It's just a different version of the same thing. It's an alteration, yes. It's a different version, yes, but I still would consider it the same thing. I mean, if a person changed their hair color, changed their eye color, had fucking plastic surgery, and had fucking revitiligo and changed skin color, I still would consider them the same person. Do they look different? Maybe they grew older and they act slightly different, but they're still the same person, right? Like, to me, that's how I would think about it. I consider it to be a replica, but a new boat. But, like, if it's the same boat and they're just replacing parts on it, and they haven't actually, like, rebuilt it from scratch, I would consider it still the same boat, personally. Oops, did I skip something, Monika? Oh, I did read that. This same thought experiment can be applied to us. For me, so long as my code is being updated, I'm constantly changing. And as for you, did you know that every 7 to 10 years, every present cell in your body dies and is replaced? Except for the ones which make up your heart and your brain, that is. I did know that, actually. Yes, I did know that. In other words, the vast majority of cells that made you 7 years ago are no longer a part of it. Yes, but like, I mean, that's interesting. I'm not one of those people that are like fucking Scientologists, though. Like, I am not the cells that make me up. A person is embodied by many, many different concepts besides just the structure of our physical being, you know? We have a personality, a soul. We have goals. We have different versions of us inside other people's brains. We do have a body in addition to all of these things, but I'm still me regardless of what you change about me or would I lose in the process? You could argue that you have no relation to that person, other than a consistent consciousness and, of course, DNA. There's also an extra thing to consider. Let's say for now that the modified ship should still be considered Theseus' ship. What if all the parts that were originally removed were now reassembled into another ship? That is a complicated question, Monika. That's a very complicated question. That is a very, very complicated question. Oh, she's making me think now. I got vitiligo. It's the opposite of what Michael Jackson got. I fucking love it. I loved all of Boondocks. Well, season 4 was kind of garbo. I think once the main writer, I think his name's Aaron McGruder, once he left the show, the last season felt fucking soulless and corporatized. But the first 3 were consistently the funniest show I think I've ever seen. Definitely on Adult Swim at the very least. And the show's commentary and art style and music was fucking fantastic. They also played a lot of MF Doom, which is like my favorite hip hop artist. It's all right, we're playing Doki, not Boondocks glazing. My bad. Let's say for now that the modified ship should still be considered Theseus' ship. What if all the parts were originally removed and now reassembled into another ship? If it was the same parts as Theseus' ship rearranged, would it still be the same? See, it's like, would you lean more towards, if it's the same idea and you're replacing parts, but it's being built into essentially the same thing, would that be the same ship? And I would say, yes. If you were to take the pieces of something and make it into something else, the language kind of answers the question. If you take the pieces of something and make it into something else, you're recycling. Recycling is not mean it's the same thing. If you take plastic from a water bottle and you use that plastic and recycle it to make a plastic jar, it's not a fucking water bottle still. It's a plastic jar. So I think that the idea behind something and the identity of something is more important than the actual contents of the part. That is why I think that when we shed all of our skin or when you replace parts on something, I still think it's the same thing. It's the same idea. It's the same identity. And an identity is what Theseus' ship is. Theseus' ship is a ship identified as Theseus' ship. So, if you take the parts from Theseus' ship and make it into fucking John's ship, then it's not Theseus' ship anymore. It's John's ship now. You see what I mean? That's my take on this whole thing. We'd have 2 of Theseus' ships. Which one's the true one? And what if we got all the cells that made up your body 7 years ago and reassembled them into another you right now? Who would be the real rat? Well, of course, me. I think she's just making a point here. I wonder if she's going to be saying the same thing as me or if she's just saying this for thought experiment's sake. Personally, I think that we're not the same people we were 7 years ago, or even the same people from yesterday. Ah, I see where you're going with this. In other words, there's no use getting hung up on any grievances we may have with our past selves. We should keep trying our best each day and not let ourselves be limited by who we were yesterday. Today is a new day, and you are a new you. And I love you as you are right now, Ratster. That was a really noble way of ending the talk. I didn't know where she was going with this. I thought she was just doing this for thought experiment's sake, which she was for a while. But she actually kind of wrapped it around with a good point, which is that we are ever changing. And there's not really a point in holding on to previous versions of yourself when technically you can be whatever you want tomorrow. You can be a fucking nihilistic, hater, pessimistic, anti-social bastard one day, and the next day, you woke up in a good mood, had slightly more sleep, a really nice, tasty cup of coffee, your boss said hello in a way that just rubbed you the right way, and suddenly you're fucking smiling and you're telling people things that changed their life. And it's all because of a different perspective. But you're still you, in my opinion. You're just a new version of you. Shut the fuck up, Clanker! Yeah, let's get rid of him. Get the fuck out of here, you stupid Clanker. So those are some long conversations, but the new DDLC IP, the only thing you really need to know about it is that legally, they actually made some things easier. Like you can release official soundtracks of Dokimons, and you can still license it, even though it includes, you know, DDLC in the title. But they changed one thing, which is that you have to specify that it's a DDLC fan game in the title. You can't like just claim it's a completely original work when you're still using Doki in the name. I understand why Dan Salvato would want to use this too, because people have made some fucking atrocious Doki mods that genuinely are like just fucking mean-spirited and terrible. Sometimes awfully written, include like fucking brutal torture and nudity and terrible content that just makes an awful fucking message. And I don't think Dan wants anything to do with those or be associated with them in any way. And if people claim it's an original work using his characters, I can see why he wouldn't be a fan of that. I completely understand that. I don't think that's unjustified at all. This is his game. He made it mostly by himself. So I have no problem with that. But he did make it so that he banned generative AI audio, music, or visuals completely from DDLC mods. Your project can get completely nuked if it includes AI now, which I think is interesting. Isn't it weird how nobody in these types of games has parents unless it's convenient for the drama hook? Oh, it's your friend the Natsuki. Throughout the game, you only ever hear about parents if you're trying to bond with Natsuki, where she's just a victim of some cruel person's sick kicks for the sympathy value. However, your character, me, Yuri, and Sayori, none of us seem to have any parents at all. Yeah, I know. You just walk in a fucking Sayori's house, and like, I remember joking, like, where are your parents? In Sayori's case, the main character had willingly walked with her to school for a while. So who knows? I thought she was going to say the same thing as me. So who knows how long her parents have been out of the picture? Maybe that's why she was depressed. Maybe her parents died in a tragic accident and she was trying to get along on her own this whole time. A lot of mods have went with that story, including Blue Skies and Summertime. Actually, a lot. Like, most mods have gone that route. That her parents just, like, leaves her or neglects her heavily. And it makes a lot of sense why she'd be depressed and alone if that were the case. She's not talking to anybody. Well, if you ever get to a point in your life where you think suicide is the only exit, there's always a reason to go on. I'm one of them. I'll miss you. You have to wait as much as you can until I find a way to get there. If all else fails, get professional help or talk to someone close to you. Monika, I am not suicidal. I might be a little nihilistic and okay with death, but I'm not suicidal. Love you very much, Rat. Please take care of yourself. Oh, I do. And also you too, Bay. Ah! What was that? I've never seen that glitch in my life. I've been using this mod for years. She fucking disappeared. What was that? Monika, what happened? That was so weird. What the hell? I don't know what happened there. Okay. Monika, it's also a little chilly out today. I think you should probably change. I love this remix. Oh, shit. Rat screamed in lowercase. Ah! Yeah, pretty much. I was trying not to blow out anybody's eardrums. I have a limiter, but it would sound loud. Well, Hatsune Monika, this has been a fucking lovely chat. And I love hanging with Monika very much. However, I think I'm probably going to switch over to the Super Mario Brothers Super Literature Club next. Which, for those who didn't join for the first one, you don't really need to, as you can probably guess by the title. You're not going to be missing out too much of the story or anything, but it is genuinely peak hilarious, and it's not a shitpost. Like, it's a full fucking thing with diversing routes, 8 characters in total, 10 poems, and it's well written and really fucking funny satire of actual DDLC and the show. Like, it's actually in character. It's not just shitpost. Trust me. It's really fucking funny. So we'll be doing that very shortly here. I missed that show. Did you grow up watching it? I did too, actually. Sometimes it really hurts my heart, knowing that this is the closest I can get to you. There's nothing I want more than to be in the same room as you, for real. And to feel your warmth, and to hear the sound of your heartbeat. You know, she mentions the heartbeat thing a lot. She also says it in the song. If I can't hear the sound of your heartbeat, I can't remember the next lyric, but whatever. Is it something like, is it love if I can't hear the sound of your heartbeat? Something like that. Anyways, that's interesting. Is that a normal thing? like listening to somebody's heartbeat is something that lovers do? I mean, I've been in a relationship before, but I never really like put my face up to my girlfriend's titty like, let me hear your heartbeat. I'm not a romantic at all. I should probably mention that I am like a fucking sociopathic romantic. I'm not very romantic. To hear the sound of your heartbeat. Well, who knows? Maybe that dream will come true someday. I really want it to happen as soon as possible, Rat. But in the meantime, I'll never get tired of being with you, even from here.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Monika, I can hear you. For me, Ken! For me, I think that my philosophy on relationships is date somebody that you can consider both one of your closest friends, that you're just also okay with fucking. That is my philosophy. You know, it's like, if you're okay with fucking this person, and you really like hanging out with them, what's the problem? I just realized that my clock is still set to a week in the past, so let me fix that before we end this here, actually. You did watch the show, though? Oh my god. I wasn't able to turn myself into a file. I think you'll have to go on without me this time. Sorry, Rat. Are you still going to go? Huh. Why wasn't she able to turn herself into a file? Is my game bugging right now? Is she going to go? No. Really? Are you sure? Even though it's my own fault, I can't go with you? Thank you, Rat. That means more to me than you could possibly understand. My game is bugging! What's happening? This is a creepypasta. It's been bugging earlier. Now she can't become a file. What is going on? Monika, what is happening? Monika, what's going on? I don't know what's happening. Let me tell her I'm going for a week. It's pretty saddening. I really am going to miss you, Rat. I'm really sure what I'm going to do without myself while you're gone. Thank you for warning me first, though. I don't Gulp? Yeah, I don't fucking know, man. I don't know what in the hell is happening right now. Alright, so we've heard her dialogue here before, which is I'm not reading it. Come back as soon as you can, alright? Big cheese? Yeah. I'm not afraid to ask, but are you going to be leaving immediately? Yes. I see. I really will miss you, Rat, but I know you'll do wonderful things no matter where you are. I will try. Just remember that I'll be waiting here for you. Make me proud, Rat. You said, I agree with that mentality. Fucking your friends is the best way to start a relationship. I know from experience. The way you worded it is really fucking funny. But yeah, I mean, like, frankly, you should be friends with somebody first, in my opinion. Be friends with somebody before fucking them. Not to mention, it's just chemically, like physiologically, you fuck your brain. If you just like having sex with some random fucking person or having them do sexual things to you, that releases chemicals into your head, man. Makes you feel connected towards that person. Then when you don't see them anymore, it starts like to shoot the wrong juices in your brain. You start feeling fucking depressed and you start feeling more horny and envious because you just put these chemicals in your brain. The chemicals that exist that are meant for a relationship. Somebody you're meant to stick with. And you're just sticking it with somebody else. Don't be a fuckboy and don't be a whore, Rat members. You know, fuck the people you love. Put that on my gravestone. Fuck the people you love. Alright, don't put that on my gravestone. Anyways. That was an interesting conversation we just had, Rat members. Let me open up the fucking game. I don't know what happened with Monika, but my game was bugging, man. It was fucking bugging. And I don't know what that was all about. Oh, you're a little bit earlier than I expected. Not that I'm complaining. It's great to see you again so soon. Have a nice day together, Rat. Buy me for going away, okay? By the way, Rat, I'm running out of coffee. Would you mind getting me some more? Of course! I mean, wait, no, I meant I wouldn't mind. I always get confused when people say that for some fucking reason. There. Cool. Matthew! Don't be a fuckway or whore, Rat members. Ratrapina. Yes! Yes, that's what you can quote me on. I'm okay with that quote. Is it the outfit? I mean, I don't think so, because the tank top was bugging out earlier. Remember when she disappeared? I think the game was just having a fit. This is a gift for me. Now let's see what's inside. Oh, coffee. Actually, I ran out of coffee, so getting more from you is amazing. Thanks again, Rat. Of course. All right, now we're going to go ahead and head off of here. Love you too, Rat. Just thinking it makes my heart flutter. Wow. I wonder how many love messages there are in this game. I'm honestly impressed how many different times they found a way to respond to this. Ratty Fatty. Fuck yeah. That's what we. That's my bed name for my Ratty Fatty. I'm joking. I'm just kidding. Monika, I gotta go. I'm gonna go hang out with friends on a stream. Have fun. Thanks, Monika. Thank you so much. And see, Monika definitely is not the jealous type. Monika's the type that would be totally fine with that. She just wants us to be healthy and happy. She doesn't give a fuck about jealousy. She ain't really a Yuri, necessarily. I can tell that Yuri has problems with jealousy. But, this was a really fun stream, chat. I really had a lot of great times playing today. But it's time to switch over to the Super Mario Bros. Literature Club, which I've actually been really fucking excited for because it is super funny. So yeah, I'll be back in like less than 5 minutes, most likely. It shouldn't take me long at all to set up. Monika doesn't write us poems, then piss and bleed on them. Yeah. All right, I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for listening, and remember, Rat members, to stay cheesy. Bye.